The final event on the card as well, race number 9, which is a Class 2 over the Flying 5, the 1,000-metre dash here. Full field of 12 to line up, headed by Stoltz. Zach Purton rides. He's been on board for all 3 course and distance wins so far. Hanson Bobo has speed off the inside gate for Luke Curry. Lucky Moore, first up since November. Lexi Bedell rides him from barrier number 11. We the South can roll as well. He's drawn barrier 3. We've got Scores of Fun, a 4-time winner over the 1200 here at Happy Valley. McLucky's won over the 1200 as well. Classic Unicorn's got speed. We've got Run Run Cool, Metro Warrior and Special M all coming up in class. Special M for John Size and Joe Moreira is a 2-time course and distance winner. Now, as far as speed is concerned for this one, Tom, it should be really, really strong. Good to fast, we're saying. Any number of horses could be looking to find the front.
Yeah, well, when Classic Unicorn's in a race, we know he likes to rip along in front. He's ridden by Matthew Chadwick. He nearly pulled it off a couple of runs ago at Happy Valley. Did Classic Unicorn. We the South has certainly got some toe. McLucky, Jerry Chow back in the saddle here for Douglas White. He's got some speed to Paul. And then Metro Warrior, he's going to find it very tricky from barrier 12.
Yeah, I thought he would, yeah. It's just all that pace underneath him, unless they really spread out. I thought Hanson Bobo will get a nice run, back to 1,000, so he might be able to just get 3 back there on the inside. Special M, again, middle look. Scores of Fun goes back, and we know for sure that Explosive Witness will be at the back, but he's going to get the race run to suit. There's a lot of pace in this race. Yeah,
so the faster the better there for Explosive Witness, and Stoltz further towards the back of the pace as well. We haven't seen him since the end of April when he was a winner, beating Classic Unicorn, of course. Francis Lloyd trains, but Zach Purton is his jockey, and Nick was out at track work to catch up with him.
Zach Stoltz runs in the Albert Handicap, the final race on the programme. He's a horse that you're beginning to garner a very good relationship with, and he looks another leading chance.
Yeah, he's got a tough ass this time. He's drawn wide, like most of my horses recently, and again on Wednesday night. He's up in the weights. He's in against some fast horses, so he's up against it. He's had a good season. He's honest, so he'll give us his best.
Recent trial as well. Are you pleased with the trial performance?
His trial was good. He's going well. There's nothing wrong with him physically. He's in good form. He's just drawn a bad gate in this race.
Do you think the fact he comes into this race 70 days on and a little bit fresh is going to suit him, even with a big weight?
It's hard to say. Obviously, like you touched on, he's going to have to carry the big weight, so whether the large break between runs is going to be suitable to do that. He might be a little bit more vulnerable, especially from the gate, so like I said, it's going to be hard for him.
I guess with all that obviously weighed up, obviously there are certain negatives, but I mean positives form-wise. I mean, you had Nervous Witness behind you last time. He's come out and run group place, so the form's there.
Yeah, well, Nervous took a sit last time, and it probably didn't suit him. He might have been better rolling in that race, but he's come out and run well since. So the form around him is fine, but like all races at the Valley, you need to draw the right gate and get the right run, and it's hard to see that happening here.
I guess from your draw in 8, is your hand forced slightly that obviously you will have to take lead? I mean, early on in his career, he was a horse that was a bit more prominent, but he seems to be, is he a bit more tractable now as he's had, stood racing?
I think it just depends on the circumstances of the races and the horses around him and the gates he draws. He was lucky to draw the right gates there a few times, and you can just let them travel where they're comfortable, whereas when you draw out, you've either got to press them or pull them, and things get messy. So with the big weight, it becomes more complicated.
Yeah, I suppose with the speed that might break them up a little bit, but he's drawn barrier 8 here, Tom. His other wins have come off slightly lower gates.
Yeah, they have 5, 4 and 4 for him in the past. Stoltz, that little bit of a freshen up. There was certainly nothing wrong with the way he's trialled there. He looked really good in that barrier trial, I thought, Paul. And last time out, he really was made to work for by Classic Unicorn.
No, he definitely was. He's just going to get a little bit further back. I mean, Zach summed it up. The theme of that interview was he's got a bad draw. Yeah. And he has. And, he's in combination with the big weight as well.
Yeah, but 5 starts at Happy Valley for 3 wins and 2 second placings as well. The stats do read quite well. What of his rivals then? Well, let's have a look at some all-weather form here actually to start things off. We've got Scores of Fun. He's eventually finishing in 4th place. He's down there on the inside. The other ones to look out for, Tom. Rock Your Heart straight down the middle. We the South, who's on-speed run as we touched on, and Malucky, who hasn't come to form so far this season. What's he, 4 or 5 starts now into his campaign? Maybe he's starting to turn the corner. Yeah, 4 starts on place for him, and actually Jerry Chow jumps back in for Douglas White. First time we've seen that combination for a few months. Certainly on. I was considering Rocky Hart, but he's dropped a fair bit of weight, Paul, and I just wasn't really sure where he was going to get in from barrier 9, to be honest. Yeah,
so look, he's going to have to go all the way back, or he's going to have a really horrible run as well. Barrier 9 looks really tricky for him as well, coming here to the Valley for the 2nd time. Didn't really do too much the first time he was here. Look, I haven't got any of those in, to be honest. OK, what about the straight track form here, Paul? We've got Run Cool. He's coming up in class. He's finishing in 2nd place here. The other horses to look out for, Metro Warrior's got good straight track form as well, and Classic Unicorn. He's one of our speed angles. Yeah, look, I've got Classic Unicorn in because I just think he's going to be on the pace or leading from barrier 2. And will be out of trouble. Run Cool, again, I'm not sure about Happy Valley for him. He's pretty good down the straight 1,000, and Metro Warrior's got a horror draw. He does, and he's going to have to work hard. You can see him plugging away there. Run Cool look well beaten, sort of halfway down the straight, but to his credit, he's actually fought OK. And Classic Unicorn, after leading, just got tired over the final stages. But as I said before, put up a Herculean effort 2 runs ago. Special M, dangerous Tom for lightweight? Yeah, I think he certainly is. They've changed the gear around with him. The blinkers are coming off the pacifiers with the one cowl going on. And look, his midfield defence kept on well enough. Quick backup for him off the back of last Tuesday night, where he was at 7.5 behind Equilata Blitz. Yeah, the weight's good for him, isn't it? 116. Joe might just put a bit over on him. But the blinkers come off. And he's also been consistent at Happy Valley all season. We know the Valley's not a problem for him. All right, one more Valley run to have a look at, Paul, and horses to look out for here. Handsome Bobo, there he is, big white face at the front. He's eventually finishing 4th here behind Family Folks. The other one, Explosive Witness, is going to love a quick temper. He'll come from miles back, and McLucky again, who's front and centre at this point. Yeah, look, I'm going to go with Handsome Bobo. This is 1,200 metres. He comes back to the 1,000 metres here as well. I think he's going to get a really good tempo. He's going to be 3 back. He's won off the 1,000 before. He's won off a similar rating, and he should be a double-figure price. So I just think with those problems with Stoltz, just with his draw, we could sneak something in with a bit of a price. That's what my angle I was looking for, and I found him. And he wasn't beaten far last time out. There was a fair bit of early pressure in the early stages of that race, so that just might have softened him up a little bit late. All right, well, he's a double-figure price at the moment, Paul. Handsome Bobo at 10s. Our favourite Explosive Witness is wide market to finish the programme. Yeah, so I'm looking for a bit of value here, and I have gone with Handsome Bobo, just from barrier 1. Hopefully it'll be a double-figure price. He's currently 11s at the moment, or now into 10 as we speak, to 3.6. He's on top. Stoltz has to carry the weight, got the awkward draw, but he's very honest. Classic Unicorn will be in front out of trouble, and Special M with the light weight. 2, 1, 8 and 12. 1, 5, 12 and 2 I've gone with here. I think that the top weight is good enough to win this. Freshened for the assignment. Stoltz, horse number 1, ahead of Explosive Witness. He's certainly going to get the pace on. He's had the pace on his last couple of runs, and he's run 3rd and 6th behind Keep You Warm and Family Folks. Special M with the light weight, so with the conditions of the race, and Handsome Bobo made it in as well a course and distance winner. So 1, 5, 12 and 2. Very similar numbers to Tom for me. Stoltz on top. I think Lucky Moore was an interesting runner, first up since November. Those last 2 races involved him were very, very strong.